It's now time for NRG This Week. NRG stands for Network Referral Group. To learn more about NRG, go to their website, nrg.online. It's now time for another episode of NRG This Week.
Hey everybody, Mike Weiner, NRG CEO and founder. Welcome you to another episode of NRG This Week. I'm going to be a solo act. My partner here, Leon Thomas, will not be here, but we're going to have another exciting interview with a brand new NRG member. I want to tell you, if you haven't been to an NRG meeting, you're missing the boat. We're almost to October, and October signifies my birthday, first of all, next Wednesday, October 1st, and it also signifies fourth quarter. Are you where you want to be this year? NRG, by the end of this year, I've been doing this I'll be starting year 26. So I've done this for quite a while, 30,000 Zooms since COVID. You come to an NRG meeting, you get 3 referrals. Once you join, you get 30 referrals from me. And it's just an exciting adventure. We're all one big family. I'm all about law of attraction, abundance, attitude of gratitude, and all that. We're coming off a great extravaganza. We've already had 4 new members join this week, and the week is young. So I am going to bring on now Alyssa, who is one of our newest NRG members from Oregon, originally from Colorado, and you can tell she's got a lot of energy just like me. So we both vibrate at a high level. So Alyssa, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing awesome. So you've been with me, what's it been, about 3 weeks now? 4 weeks at the top. But you've got 2 businesses now. So we're going to get into both of them, talk to the viewers, and I'm going to ask you to take 2 minutes on each question so we can dig in deep and the viewers get a good idea who you are. But take 2 minutes. You got really cool. It's really cool. It's like drones or AI or cybersecurity. Take 2 minutes and talk about your new business that you and your husband are doing.
Yeah, of course. So I'm a Cerakote applicator. I apply a high-tech ceramic protective finish. So think of it as an upgraded paint job that makes things tougher and more stylish. I apply this to all types of metals and plastic. So I have examples here. So this is a magazine that I coated to make it look like a Gucci purse. Just a fun project that I decided to do. They sold out in 2 hours, by the way. And also I did this project for my little brother. He's a rad tech. He wanted an X-ray theme for his tumbler. And so this is what I came up with. It turned out pretty sweet. So that's what I do. All metals and plastics. I just have fun with it. And it happens to be for durability and protection against corrosion, everyday wear. It's super fun.
I love it. The ceramic finish. That's very cool. So what are some of the industries that you have as clients now? What are some of the industries you've been working with?
Yeah, right now it's mainly been firearms and firearms dealers, manufacturers such as golf putters, and promotional products or just one-off projects.
Awesome. I love to ask this question. What's the backstory? Why did you decide to go into this industry and create this company? There's got to be a backstory. I don't think it was you were laying in bed at 5 years old and said, I want to do something with ceramic finish. So what's kind of the story there and the reason that motivated you to do this?
Yeah, so my husband started a firearms manufacturing and retail shop 6 years ago now. And so I had heard of Cerakote, but I noticed that no one was doing it in our area. So I looked into it. I did some research, looked into the process, and I was like, oh, that's kind of artistic, and that seems kind of fun. I'm kind of artistic. And so I just jumped in and started doing it. And here we are 4 years later, and it's been going great.
Now, I'm assuming that these products you can ship nationwide. I know you're in Oregon, but are you able to, do you have a website that people can purchase through?
Yes, absolutely. So I've been doing custom work for people all around the country. If it's a firearm, my husband has the firearms portion, so they can ship them directly to him because he has his FFL license. If it's something else, they can ship them directly to him as well. Everything goes through his shop and then comes to me. So we aren't limited to certain states or anything like that.
Awesome. Do you have any limitations if someone wants to order one versus 50 versus 100? Is there a minimum requirement that someone has with you?
No. And usually they provide the firearm or tumbler, and then I will customize it to what they want.
What is an industry that you haven't worked with yet that you'd like to work with? Have you thought about that? And you know, our pinball power partners industry named accounts. Is there an industry that you would like to work with that you haven't currently worked with?
Yeah, I think high volume, small part manufacturing would be really great, especially if they have a need to protect their parts that they're manufacturing, especially from corrosion, durability, against weathering and things like that.
Is there a do you have a certain warranty on it? Is it lifetime warranty or is it 10 years, 20 years? I've never asked you this question before.
Yeah. So I mean, there is a guarantee if the coating wears off or wears down, they can definitely let me know and I'll recoat it for them.
Okay, cool. That's very nice. That's awesome. You and I met not long ago. You've been to a bunch of NRG meetings, the Pinball Express. What's your NRG testimony? I know you've been with me a short time. You fit in really well. You got great personality. You know, there's a lot of folks out there that are like, business is not where I need to do. I need to join a networking group. Take a couple of minutes. Why would you recommend they come look at NRG?
Yeah, absolutely. So I didn't really have much marketing for myself or my businesses. And so I wanted to expand my reach to meet new people and get connections that way. And so I joined NRG and it's been really great. I've gotten a lot of really awesome connections there. And it is like a family, like they said, and it's a really cool group. And so I've been super fortunate to join and be a part of that.
Awesome. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. So I tell you what, we are going to take a commercial break. We have an NRG theme song that's been developed by the Leon Thomas Group. They have interns here that do a phenomenal job. They mix AI in. And by the way, Leon, has a racquetball program. It's the biggest in the country. It's huge. They work from, I think, kids from 8 all the way up to 50, 60. It's more than just racquetball. They mentor and coach and inspire and really, really cool. And I'm proud of Leon. And I'll tell you, when we come back, Alyssa, I will tell you how Leon and I met and his success through a contact that I was able to help him out with. But we're going to take a break. And on the flip side, we're going to hear more about Alyssa's other company. She is a serial entrepreneur. So we will be right back after the NRG theme song.
More than 25 years ago, Mike Weiner made his start, turning warm referrals into a business art. NRG leaders bring passion and drive. They are committed to helping your business thrive. NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 business will grow. New relationships are made on every Zoom. And that extravaganza's when you're placed in a breakout room. One of the keys to getting it done is scheduling a one-on-one. Yeah, NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 referrals in hand. Your network will widen and new paths to success will flow. With every member on your side, your business will grow. Come ready to play pinball once a week and tell us what you need. Everyone in your group will help you succeed. NRG This Week airs Wednesdays at 3. After you join, you get to record a new member spotlight for free. Join one of the many meetings each week. Discover the referrals you seek. The speaker series and university are one of a kind. To learn more, visit nrg.online. NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 referrals in hand. Your network will widen and new paths to success will flow. With every member on your side, your business will grow. Go to nrg.online.
You gotta love the NRG theme song. I watch it every time and kind of takes me back over the last 20, 25 years now, almost 26. So, listen, the way Leon and I met, we were at a networking event. I went up, shook his hand. I don't remember all of it, but I'm going to dictate it how he says it. I asked him what his largest account was that he didn't have, and he told me, and I knew someone there. And I said, let's go. We're going to go over there. I drove him over there, and he was in the hotel industry. I introduced him to the person. They talked. He signed, I think it was about $275,000 account. We filled his hotel with people, and Leon and I have been friends. I guess when you have a big referral like that, Leon is amazing. We become really good friends. In fact, he's going to be the videographer for my wedding, which is now in 24 days. So that's kind of how we met. We've been friends ever since. I haven't seen him since COVID. So excited! I'm going to be seeing him at the rehearsal dinner and the event itself. So
Yeah, that should
back
be
to
nice.
you. Isn't that cool? 26
Yeah.
years we've known you, almost. All
That's
right,
awesome.
you've got another business. We're going to talk now about your other business. I wanted to give both of them some time. So take a few minutes and talk about what you do with your other. I know it's real estate centered, so take 2 minutes and talk a little bit about that.
Yes. So also, I'm a real estate investor, but my main focus isn't buying and holding properties. It's creative lending. I provide private money and transactional funding for other investors, which means I help with things like earnest money deposits and double closes. I also partner with investors on deals and coach people who want to start building wealth through private money lending or creative strategies like infinite banking. So instead of relying on banks, I help investors access fast, flexible capital to get deals done.
You use some terms there. Where some of the folks watching are not going to know. I've heard about infinite banking, but tell us, what is infinite banking? It's got such a glamorous sound to it. So what's infinite
I know, right?
banking?
So infinite banking is kind of like creating your own bank. It's a index universal life insurance policy. So it's a life insurance policy that has living benefits, which means you're able to loan against your policy when it builds up a cash value, and you can use that for anything. And you technically don't have to pay it back because it'll get taken out of your death benefit at the end.
Okay, so if someone has infinite banking and they built it up for a while, they could borrow, let's just say $10,000, and they don't have to pay it back. But does that come then out of the insurance program? It's no longer there?
Technically, it's no longer there, but it still sees it as it is there, and that's what compounds and accumulates that interest.
Pretty cool. I think
Yeah.
you mentioned also a term, double closing. I've
Mhm.
never heard that. What is that one? I do not know. I know a
Okay.
little bit about a lot because I've been doing networking, but double closing, I'm like, what is double? So what is double closing?
So a double close is when a wholesaler or a middleman buys a property from a seller and then immediately sells it to an end buyer, usually on the same day. So
Okay.
if you
Wow.
want to hide your profit from the end buyer or seller, this is what you would do. And this is very helpful in states that have wholesaling regulated.
I got you. Okay. Very cool. Thank you for explaining that. Are you looking for this business? Are you looking for other folks that are real estate investors? Is that one of the things you're looking for or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
So other
Okay.
investors, real estate agents, title companies, anyone involved in real estate.
And the reason I'm asking that, you know about the program Stephen Green and I have with the high school and the college students. A lot of college students coming out, they want to run their own show. So I'm thinking you may be a really great asset to them as we start to roll this thing. I was talking with a woman yesterday. She's got a lot of students she's going to be introducing this to and hopefully getting them onto our program. And for those of you out there, if you're looking your high school, your college, we can help with your resume, help get the right job, and or start a business. And one of our goals is to help 10,000 students start their own business. So, Alyssa, what I'm thinking about is that could be real estate investing because that is another hot topic.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What's the backstory on this business? How did you guys get this? Because this is very different from the ceramic finish. We got one thing here,
Yes.
one thing. That's why I call you you and your husband are serial entrepreneurs. But backstory here.
We like drinking from fire hoses for a living, basically. So I was raised just to go to school, you get your degree, you get a job, you may or may not like it, and then you retire and then you can enjoy life. And then I found out that there was another way. I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it changed my mindset and my life entirely. And so I told my husband, we have to get into real estate. It's the only way. And so we jumped in with both feet and bought a duplex in Ohio because I was like, start small, we'll see how it goes. But then I realized there's this whole other world of real estate investing. And so we found out about another program that teaches all about transactional funding and private money lending. And so we jumped into that and our minds were blown. And so I've been doing that and pursuing other real estate investing strategies since 2023.
It's interesting with real estate investing because I've thought about doing that myself, and there's so much that I don't know that I don't know. So, did you and your husband have any anxiety when I'm sure you had some, but
Yes.
what did you find out? What was the anxiety kind of like self-inflicted, where it wasn't really true, and then you jumped in and now you're making it go?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's risk with anything in life, but it was kind of like paralysis by analysis kind of thing. And I was like, let's just jump in. It's going to be risky regardless, but as long as we're protected, and you are protected by the contracts that you use and the way you structure the deal, of course. And there's a lot of due diligence that you have to do prior to jumping into a deal, but we just jumped in and it's been going great since. We've learned a ton of lessons along the way. Like, deals don't go as planned all the time, but you learn how to work through it. And especially when you work through it with a team, it's so beneficial. And what you learn from it is way more valuable than the money you're getting back. So it's awesome.
You know, anyone who's watching this, they really need to go order Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read the book too, Robert Kiyosaki, and it's a great book. It will change the
Absolutely.
way you look at things. And it's been a while since I've read it. I got to pull it out of my bookcase, but it's a great book. I'm glad you brought that up. So
Oh
I'm
yeah.
going to ask you one final question. It's always one of my favorite questions. What have I not asked you that you would like to talk about? It could be business one, business two. It could
Oh
be
man.
mindset. Because what I love about you and your husband, I think I met him real briefly. You guys are entrepreneurial. You know, people are, and you talked about it. Go to school, get a job. You might have a job you like or don't like. And honestly, I was micromanaged. Do you see
Same.
me ever going back and getting a job again? No. And I'm not knocking jobs. I'm just saying
Absolutely.
some people, it's cool. But for someone like Alyssa and myself, we've got other dreams and goals, and we didn't want to be pigeonholed to the 9 to 5. And there's a risk staying in the 9 to 5. I think a
Absolutely.
lot of the government workers have seen that. There's a lot of layoffs there. So, Alyssa, what have I not asked you? You can take 2, 3 minutes, and then we're gonna wrap up with that. But what have I not asked you that you would like to convey to our audience? Could be business one, could be business two, could be a mindset. Because I love the way your mind works. I think that's why you and I we click, we get along. Attitude of gratitude,
Absolutely.
vibration. Because when people come on and they're not at even a moderate vibration, if they're dragging, I have trouble with it. And I try to engage them, but you were compliment to you. You were excited from the beginning. So
Thank
I
you.
relate. It's just I do everything with excitement. Even if I'm tired, if I don't feel well, I've run meetings with COVID twice. I just do it because I think
Absolutely.
people need to get my best. So they need to get my best version of me. So what would you like to talk about? Take 3 minutes and we'll wrap up with that.
So I think you mentioned it. Mindset is huge. So when I was at my 9 to 5 job, I was looking around and I saw my fellow coworkers and I described them as, and I'm not knocking anyone. It's just they were kind of like plastic bags floating in the air. It was just the life was sucked out of them. They were miserable and they're like, "Well, I just come because the paycheck is great and the benefits." But I decided I wanted something different for my life, and so I risked that comfort. I risked all of those years that I went to college to get my degree for. I decided that that phase of my life didn't serve me anymore, and so I wanted to fight for myself. I wanted to fend for myself and um, work for myself, and um, yeah, and it's so rewarding. And I am telling you, the risk outweighs the comfort, and it's 100% worth it. And you have to go in knowing that you're going to work harder than you've ever worked before your entire life. But it's you fighting for how much money you're going to make, and it's 100% worth it. And you have to have an attitude of gratitude, because otherwise you will get bogged down with tedious tasks or everyday monotonous things. But as long as you put your best foot forward, you will make it, and it's worth it.
I wrote 3 things down from what you just said. Um, Plastic bags floating in the air. That's amazing. You got to
Yes.
fight for yourself. Attitude of gratitude. because
100%.
that is so important for our viewers. So
Yes.
definitely got to be there. So I appreciate you being here today. It's been a pleasure.
It's a pleasure
I'm
being here. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So we just concluded another episode with NRG this week. We will be back next week, and reach out to me if you want to know more about our networking, and we will see you in a week. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.